First of all, I'm going to get warm by the heater, warm my woolly hat up, because it's absolutely freezing out there. But it's nice here though, right on top of this heater. But what's the time? Yeah, I may as well go now. Warm my hat up because it's that cold. It's just too cold out there. Don't want to strangle myself, huh? I'm going to invest in some a balaclava and some mad stuff for winter camping. The first night I've been to the shop, I think, where I've not had to get any gas. I've actually still got some on there. And again, I've had it on quite a bit. But sometimes so obviously I've got a big house. I turn a few of the radiators off and just let the heat waft about. Obviously it's pointless heating the whole, sometimes I heat the whole house, but obviously all the time it's pointless. And to be honest, it's not too bad. But I think there's a lot more worse to come. But saying that, when I was a kid in the 70s, back in this house, people didn't have like central heating or radiators and things. We had these old windows. They used to get ice in that out and everything, but no one complained, man. People just put another jumper on. Yeah, I might have to go back to doing that. A nice Chinese meal. Sounds nice, enjoy that. Actually got some cash tonight. Normally I would just take my bank card, but what have I got there? Tenner. Sing for you. I might do one night. 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13. Where am I from? Where do you think I'm from? That's the new game I'm playing. I played it earlier. Where do you think I'm from? Anyway, what we're doing, we're live and we're going to the shop to get a few bits because it's my evening trip to the shop. Shuts at 8. No, mate, I'm not a Londoner. I wasn't born in the London, city of London. No, I'm from West Kent. I'm about 35 miles southeast of London. But no, I'm not a Londoner. I've got no London in me at all. I'm Kent and Liverpool, a mixture of those. Am I going to the co-op? No, I don't think it's called the co-op, but I know what the co-op is. Why, what are you after then? Anybody need anything at the shop? Hunting? Hunting what? Animals? What are you implying that you're hunting? Yeah, I'm English. I'm not British really. I don't class myself as British. I'm English, Irish and Spanish, but The dialect that you're hearing at the moment is English. What, hunting what animals and that? Yeah. India. Well, there's an Indian man in my shop down here. He's a very good guy. That's the guy. That's where I go every night. All I've got to say to all you Indians out there, get yourself over and get a shop. Loads of money in that. Yeah, you can hunt certain things. You're allowed to hunt. You're allowed to shoot grey squirrels, but not the red ones. And I'll just explain why that is. The native British squirrel is like a red squirrel. But they introduced the American grey squirrel years ago. It started killing all the bar ones, so that's why that's that. And you're also allowed to shoot rabbits that have got myxomatosis, which is where they go blind and it's an eye sort of infection. They're the only two things you're allowed to kill. You can't kill anything else. You'll get arrested if you do. A pack of Marlboros. They still do them. I remember the old Marlboro Lights years ago. Do you remember when tobacco advertising wasn't sort of banned? All over the racing cars and everything, man. All over everything. Anyway, let's leave, otherwise we'll never get to the shop. We'll get to the shop and it'll be shut. But, yeah. But we're going out the front door, so... Move my shopping out of the way. Oh, I've still got a cake there, look. I've got to turn the alarm thing off. Yeah, indeed. These modern times are just boring, aren't they, really, compared to years ago. A lot more exciting. No health and safety. No one gave a shit. No one died. Do you know what I mean? But obviously health and safety. The money talks, doesn't it? Crazy. Anyway, I'd just like to say shout out to all the Australians out there. I see that they've had a bit of a terrorist attack there. Crazy. Only caught a bit of it on the news, but hey, there's been some geezer was a proper hero and stopped the terrorist. Good on him, man. Good on him. What you should do with a terrorist? Just put a bullet in his brain, man. Put a bullet in his brain and forget about him. That's what I think. But there you go. And no, I'm not advocating going around shooting everyone. All I'm saying is that these nutters out there doing nutty things deserve to be erased. However you want to erase them is up to you. We used to hang people here in England, but we don't hang them anymore. The last one was sort of in the 60s. Yeah. But obviously in parts of America, you can end up in the big chair, sizzling away. Yeah. We're not that civilised here. We just hang them up and watch them. They used to hang them in the street, then all the people would come out and throw their tomatoes and everything else at them. In fact, the last hanging actually took place in Kent, and there's actually the hang thing, the wooden thingamajig. Yeah, imagine that. Saddam Hussein, the way he went, that's what we used to do. Hang on. Oh yeah, definitely. They're Mozzies really, just like us really. Obviously, we've got a big connection to the place. What's on my head? I've got me woolly hat on, and I've got my big black coat on. Canada, I've got some cousins and that out there. You don't understand me. What language am I speaking? I'm speaking I'll tell you what, I'll speak the Queen's English to you. How about that? The reason you're not understanding my English is because you probably don't know proper English yourself. You've probably been taught by a teacher that is teaching you English. It's not proper English. Doesn't matter. The Queen's dead, yeah. I know. Speak Cockney. I've got a few pals that can fucking waffle on. I know a few words and that. Do you know what I mean? I can get by up there. But if one of them Cockney people wants to really go at me, I just end up laughing at them because I won't know it all. But yeah. Crazy, eh? It's like a different language. To anyone tuning in thinking, well, what's Cockney? What's that? It's like a slang. So I could go out on the street now, like I'm talking now, people are understanding me on here, but I could go out there, see one of my mates and talk a bit street to him, so you wouldn't know what I'm on about, if you get me. But then obviously with this country, you've got all the regional accents to deal with as well, people's dialects. You might not specifically sound like where you come from because your mum and dad might not have come from here, but obviously my dad came from the next road up. But I've then got a Scouser in the mix as well. Yeah. Sent all that, cool. I'd be very well off if you did. Sent fuck all. It's all good with me, man. I've not asked for nothing, so. You had a girl speaking Cockney, trying to pick you up in a bar. You didn't know what she was going on about. Crazy. Very friendly people, though, don't get me wrong. People think Londoners are right moody and that. Bits of it, some of them can be, but all my London pals are very hospitable, very nice. But I will say, though, it's a bit more relaxed and chilled out up north. Maidstone, yeah, I go there quite a bit. That's the county town of Kent. Anyway, this is not a school lesson. I'm getting out of here. I've got to turn that alarm off. Manchester is the place. I'd say Liverpool is the place, but I come out of a Scouser. I'm going to say that. I'm biased. Well, Irish, yeah, that would come from the Gaelic people. My mum's got an Irish first name and an Irish second name, but you'll find that a lot of Scousers from Liverpool, a lot of them have got an Irish bloodline. But yeah, from the south. Forget them Union flag waving nutters. Not that I'm into all that. That's a dying thing now. But if you ask me who am I supporting, Rangers or Celtic, I'm certainly not wearing blue. I guess it's sort of born into you. This is really cool, isn't this? Will I film the shopkeeper? I could do if you're lucky. Why do you want to see this shopkeeper? Hello there. Hello to everyone, by the way. and I'm doing very well. Apart from, it's a bit nippy out here tonight. But to be honest with you, this is probably mild compared to what we're going to be getting. And winter really gets here. Be all white out here. It'll be all white and I'll be on a mountain bike. You want to say hello to the shopkeeper? Well, I do normally stay live in there, but where it's got thick walls and my signal sometimes goes. But all the lights at Christmas. I'll have to get my screen to clean up my lens. Yeah, it's not as cold as last night though. There's loads of people walking down here. It's the most I've ever seen. Do I ever see Kent police in my area? Yeah. Not so much in my village, but yeah, I do see them around. They tend not to come out here. They used to come out here when I was growing up, but they tend not to come out here now unless something's happening. And even then you'll be lucky. Put it this way, if I heard someone breaking into my house tonight, I'm going down to deal with it myself after I've called the police, or even before. I'm not waiting for the police because I ain't got that sort of time, so I'll deal with that myself. That's the sort of situation the police are at. Yeah. But obviously the law's changed now. Years ago, if you give the burglar a smash over the head or whatever, you were getting arrested too, but it's changed now. You have to dish out sort of equal force, so if a burglar's in your kitchen with a screwdriver and you run downstairs with a machete and hack his head off, you're getting arrested because you've overstepped that mark. Whereas if you run downstairs and you've got a little knife and you lunge at him because he's lunging at you, that's legal to do that. Do you know what I mean? That's how the law stands now. Not that anybody's going to be sitting there weighing up the law in their head, are they? I certainly wouldn't be. Your adrenaline would be flowing. And to be honest with you, I've said before, I think I could quite easily kill someone and I think everybody's got it in them, if someone was trying to kill you. I think as soon as your brain realised this is about survival, I think then you'd be looking at taking them out. Well, that's what I think. Yeah. Any burglars coming around tonight? They best... Well, I think I know quite a few of them. I do know the villains around here. We've got no active burglars in this village that are going around constantly doing houses. We haven't got that here. Yeah. But you have got people out doing things. We've had a few murders. We've had a double murder in the village. If you Google the Hadlow College murders, you'll see my village come up. Well, just put murders and in my village, you'll get lots come up. Even though we're in the countryside, you still get all your mad stuff going on. But to be honest with you, well, I've grown up here, it don't bother me. long as I don't come across it. But I will say though, the last 5 years, my evening walks and everything, there's more strange people mooching around. Obviously I'm doing my videos and stuff at 2, 3 in the morning, as people know, but yeah, I do see the odd random person who really looks, well, I can see they look out of place, but maybe they haven't realised, but yeah. If you really knew this village, you could sneak about unseen quite easily. And if it got that hot in the village, you could easily just, whatever way you go, you're in the countryside. And once you're in the countryside here, that's it, you're away. Not that I'm doing anything or going on a run, it's all good. But yeah, we're kind of in the middle of the Garden of England. This is where they grow all the fruit. The strawberries, the raspberries, and all that kind of, and the hops. Got hop fields, apple orchards, the village Christmas trees up there. Starting to feel a bit Christmassy now, and I've noticed the radio starting to play a few more Christmassy tunes. Loads of traffic. When I was a kid, you could play football out there and not have to get out of the road. Now look at all them pesky cars. I'm going to be down here Christmas Eve. We have carol singing down here. So I'll be coming down here Christmas Eve filming people singing. Yeah. We could even be singing ourselves, who knows? Who knows? Who's that? He looks a bit suspect now, that person there. Yeah, we had someone off 2 people. He was a paranoid schizophrenic that didn't take his meds. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going in the shop. It might spin around in a minute because I might lose my signal. Sometimes loses it. Yeah. So I'm just going up here. What you got here? You got, this is the oldest road in the village. Because in 1936 there was only 3 roads in this village. My dad was born in one of them. And this is the church. This is my church. This is St Mary's Church, which is the Church of England, which was started by Henry VIII. Hang on, let me put my watch on, which isn't really that bright. Yeah. Should have brought my bright torch out. You're not going to be able to see any of it. But up here, do these work still? No. Really old date on the door. This dates back to this village dates back to the Doomsday books. You can see there. 1637. 1637. Very old place. Something behind me. So that doesn't phase old graveyards and that don't really bother me. And got a big crypt, loads of whole families in that one. So there's some history down here. See if we can date off it. 1817, that one. Dead people, yeah, lots of them. But it's all good. See, a lot of them are just undecipherable. You can't see what's on them. There's another tomb, look. And you've got a bit over there, which is actually a crypt, but they've had to fence it off because it's become dangerous. And what a crypt is, it's like a massive burial plot. That's right, so make sure I'm not going to disappear anywhere. Yeah, it's still there. I don't think you can see that though from there. Oh, somebody's done a bit of work on it. Because if you remember when I was down there, I said I might even offer to clean it up a bit. It's preserving history. Hello, mate. Hello, Tony. I'm just going to the shop, mate. Then we're going back home. We're just chilling out with all the old residents. Look at that one. Grand people under there. All the rich people. Where's the bogeyman? Suddenly the bogeyman comes out. You can't actually get buried in here anymore. There's not enough room. So you go to the cemetery. Yeah, St Mary's Church of England. Grave digging. See what jewellery people wear. I'll tell you what, the old that's how the really early surgeons and all that, how they used to learn. They used to have people going out who were actually grave robbing, but what they were doing, they were getting the bodies, and I think the old doctors used to pay them for like corpses, and that was at like the beginning of sort of forensics, so to speak, and like the anatomy of the body, and the only way they'd learn is to actually deal with real bodies, and that's what they did. People dug them up and then took them round to the doctors, who then, all done quietly, of course. They were known as the body snatchers, because that's what they were doing. Don't know what the going rate was. That's hard work though. People are 6 foot down, do you know what I mean? It's a lot of digging, isn't it? Must have been a two-man job, I reckon. Yeah, to do that. go for a walk through there, cross over into the shop. Oh, right over. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, it's big business really, I suppose. But without them real bodies, you know what I mean? We could be sitting here now. Imagine how many groundbreaking things have happened because of them bodies. Obviously it's a lot different now. You can leave your body to science like now. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. Hello mate, how are you? Yeah, they can go before me if you want. I still don't know what I want. Yeah, you're alright.
One for every season. Yeah. We've got one actually. Yeah. No. Oh my God, my good boy.
He's the first one that said that,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Oh, it's a good boy.
Can I get a bag as well, please?
Stronger one you want?
Yeah, please.
That one. Thank you very much. Yes.
Nice one, thank you.
Thanks.
Ta-da, bye-bye. Still cages over there. Yeah, you do still see a few, didn't you, with the cages over them. Sorry about that, in the shop there. She's dishing out sweets to all the kids, but this little boy just said, no, I don't want one. I forgot the Rizzlers, but I think I've got some anyway. I'll spin the camera around so we get a bit more light. Ooh, the bright lights. Check that out, look, that. I have them out every year. I quite enjoy all the lights. Anyway, it's a little bit warm. It's a lot warmer tonight. Straight back home for a nice cup of tea, I think. With 2 sugars. A lot of people up here, look. So it's the most people I've seen on my little walks. All it means is more people that I've got to overtake because I can walk quite quick. I can feel little bits of rain in the air. I don't know if we're going to get a shower. Tell you what, you couldn't walk slower if you tried. Chocolate, I think. Where's my chocolate bar? Bounty bar. Who remembers the red ones? Do you remember the red ones? And can you still buy the red ones where you live? Because you can't here. I think one was milk chocolate, the other one was dark chocolate. I'm pretty sure they must have phased them out.
Yeah, I don't know.
The red ones.
I think it's like all
I reckon. That was the only difference. Is the red ones with dark chocolate. It's like the most ridiculous thing was when they changed marathons into Snickers. Because the Snickers is really a marathon. Police, or is it an ambulance? I think that's a police car. Correct. right? Looks like a fun-sized bounty. Sadly, mate, they're all looking like that now. All the bars, but no, that was a proper bar of chocolate. Yeah, everything's shrunk, isn't it? Everything's shrinking, but the price still goes up. Who can remember going in the sweet shop when I was a kid? Half a penny sweets and all sorts of things. 2 for half a penny. That's all you used to get in the paper shops, really. It was just loads of sweets. All the sweets laid out on the back of the counters in like big jars, and they'd sort of weigh them out for you, whatever you wanted. Blackjacks, yeah, and then fruit salads. Yeah, man. Get a pocket full of sweets and you was well away. And gobstoppers, man, them gobstoppers, it just used to break your jaw. Yeah, 2 for half a p. What are you going to get now for half a p? You go down the old sweet shop with 10 pence, and come home with loads of sweets. Now, if you went in there with 10p, you'd probably come out with something really insignificant. But when I was a kid, there was a big community of paper boys delivering all the papers and all sorts. Now they haven't even got one paper boy. Back in the day when Unigate used to do the milk round and everyone had the milkman. Now it's just all changed. My house. My flag. Get up there. There's my dog. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe everyone, and I'll be back later. Whatever you're doing, be good.